they boobies like Congos, man. I'm shaking the city like quake, yeah. The haters blue in the face like Gonzo, cause I'm breaking the cake, so let's bake, yeah. I'm taking the game's mine. Y'all witness the change, it's my time. Yeah, I'm new to the game, but y'all might wanna say you whack raps, they like saving time. I can dance, homie, on two-step. Y'all looking at something like a true player. A girl told me that a man that can dance might could possibly get down with the tool in his pants. Now I'm a ladies, let me see it vibrate. And when it's over, you ain't gon' need your bird. Cause I'm a pro, make you bend your back low, then the pound it real bad, just like the percolate.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. 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 Get it now! Yeah, yeah! Get it now! Yeah, yeah! Get it now! Yeah, yeah! Get it now! Yeah, yeah!
Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Back it up.
Girl, wobble it, and I'ma gobble it. I see you moving your head, go ahead, bobble it. We can cradle the bed, I'm straight racking it. The girl say, man, like the right shit. Damn, I'm so explicit, but I can't help my flow ridiculous. Boy, got a gift like it gotta be Christmas. I swag on this like it gotta be gifted. The girl brought cameras, and they want pictures, and they gon' frame them. You see that? Little to the bed while I'm saying my scriptures. Cause I leave you holy like you pray in the temple. One beat, I move with the letter of a pencil. And mine won't miss you, good night kiss you. Take a damn back, cause you got pistol. And I don't think Donnie pick her up these issues.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. 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 Get it now! Yeah, yeah! Get it now! Yeah, yeah! Get it now! Yeah, yeah! Get it now! Yeah, yeah!
Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Get up.
Oh! 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 All the shorties in the club, let me see you just back it up, drop it down. Let me see you just get low, scrub the ground. Let me see you just push it up, let me see you just wobble, wobble, shake, shake it, just give it here. Wobble, wobble, just push it, just give it here. Show me what you got, show me what you got, give it here. Show me what you got, show me what you got, give it
Hey,
here.
big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Back it up.
Wait a minute now, wait a minute now, wait a minute now, wait a minute now.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. 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 Get it now! Yeah, yeah! Get it now! Yeah, yeah! Get it now! Yeah, yeah! Get it now! Yeah, yeah!
Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Hey, big girl, make her back it up. Make her back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
Just one night on God. Just one night on God.
I ain't got time for you, baby. Either you're mine or you're not. Make up your mind.
The California FFA FFA Foundation is comprised of industry professionals and ag educators whose goal is to support the activities of the 330 FFA chapters throughout the state and the 84,000 student leaders that comprise the California FFA Association. What we do is we support statewide FFA leadership conferences. We support the award program for the statewide awards. We support the FFA Center here in California. And we also provide policy support for the FFA Association and Ag Education statewide. And we have made a significant inroads into supporting access for students who need financial assistance and chapters that may need financial help to attend conferences. In fact, when we received the Boswell Foundation commitment, we immediately dedicated half of that to access to the California FFA Leadership Conference. And in turn, we have increased the student participation from 4,500 students to over 6,000 since that contribution was made from the Boswells.
Started my freshman year, I wouldn't attend ag because I would go sometimes, but like I said, I would sit in the back of the class with my earphones. But I wouldn't pay attention. I was like, oh, whatever, I'm just gonna take an F in this class. But as time went by, one day, Ms. Fernandez came up to me, she was all like, I would enjoy if you took off your earphone and listened to me, listen to the class speech. So I took it off and I listened, and my eyes opened into a different world. I stopped getting in trouble, I stopped ditching class, and I started getting involved into the FFA, which now is the reason why I'm still in high school.
I had ag class in my 5th period, I'm pretty sure, and I didn't really know what to expect. I did not know about 4-H, FFA, nothing about that. I knew that we had a local farm, but besides that, it was really nothing. So on that first day, Miss Lacey, our greatest ag teacher ever, the best, she introduced me to agriculture. I didn't really know what to think of it at first, but over the years, I've stayed within it. And now I'm a junior. So if you told me that I was going to be the vice president of our local chapter, I would probably say, no, that's crazy. But here I am sitting here doing this interview because this whole organization is just great.
The Farm Credit Alliance benefits from supporting the California FFA because the vision of the FFA resonates with us. It is to grow leaders, build communities, and strengthen agriculture. In addition to serving our mission and investing in the future, the FFA students develop life skills and leadership skills that make them career ready, college ready, and the perfect pool of candidates for us to look at as we build our talent within our organizations.
I've been to the state conference several times. I've been to the national convention as well. And I'm inspired by the fact that I walk into an elevator and people are friendly, people are polite, people are engaging. And that blue jacket to them means the same thing that it did to me back in the day. And there's respect. And there's just this whole culture of people that are growing up to be the next generation of people like me, and I'm inspired by that. I've had an opportunity to watch students run for state office and go through just a grueling process of interviews. And I've watched some come out happy, I've watched some come out in tears, and at the same time, they're all happy for who wins, even if it wasn't them. They're learning life's lessons in high school in a blue jacket, and where else could you get that?
You know, so much of what we do in agriculture today is trying to get out in public awareness about what agriculture really does. And when you think we're the largest agricultural state, also the most populous state, there's no better vehicle than the FFA today to get the message of ag education out. I know when I was a state FFA officer, we were just beginning to see FFA move into our urban centers. It was very interesting as Pete Giacomini and I would go around and talk to some very urban classrooms. When you look about the ethnic mix and the diversity that we had at that time, and then when my son Jake was a state FFA president, to go back to the convention and see just the diversity of folks, and so many of them from urban settings that want to learn about agriculture. Ag education is extremely important today to reach out to folks that don't have that necessary ag background growing up on a farm, and there's no better vehicle than the FFA. It reaches across all areas of the state, all socioeconomic backgrounds. It's an excellent organization to educate people about where their food comes from.
As a member of the Linden FFA, I started out in high school not knowing what agriculture was. My freshman year, I was placed in an ag class and I fell in love with the class and my teacher. Ever since then, my teacher has pushed me and prepared me to do better and enter more competitions to expand my comfort zone, and I've just fallen in love with the FFA.
In all the ag classes I've taken, there's been very few times that we've just spent in the classroom learning things that don't apply to what we're trying to do or trying to learn. I've spent so much time either out in the field, out in the greenhouse, and just doing labs and experiments that helped kind of, connect with what we're learning. And it's really made me interested and passionate about the agriculture industry because I found that it is so complex and is so interesting to me because there are so many other people that are just as passionate and interested as I am.
My FFA story started in the fall of 1994 at Linden High School. From a very early age, I knew that I wanted to be part of the FFA organization. My brother was very active in the FFA, and through those experiences, I knew it was something that I wanted to be a part of. I was lucky enough to serve as a chapter, sectional, and regional FFA officer where I gained an enormous amount of experiences and built many, many relationships that I still hold dear to my heart today. I can't imagine life at Linden High School without being a part of the Linden FFA.
You either let the future take a hold of you or you invest in the future. And one of the things that we do very strongly is invest in the future in a lot of ways. And certainly one of our biggest investments in the state of California is in agriculture. As a matter of fact, we have as a premise in our company, if we're fortunate enough to make money each year, we take up to 2% of our pre-tax profits and give it back to the communities that we serve and that we participate in. A large percentage of that money goes to California agriculture and to the California FFA. I would say to others, if you don't invest in the future, then the future is going to be what the future is going to be. You have a chance, I think, to influence it and to shape it through your participation, whether it's money, time, education, and teaching.
It's important to invest in the California FFA, whether you're an alumni or an agricultural business in California, because there are many opportunities. We are going to need so many employees to fill from all spectrum of jobs, from the trades to financial managers to sales or to the CEO position in our next generation. And the FFA is providing the skills necessary to fill those jobs. We also provide the food and agricultural literacy to students who may not pursue agricultural careers, but will be educated citizens and voters for California. So if you believe in the future of California agriculture, you need to invest in the California FFA Association.
When untapped potential meets unlimited opportunity, what can happen? When intense intellectual rigor connects with a deep Christian faith, what can we find? And when exceptional thinkers discover each other in a supportive and challenging community, What can we build? Just about anything. See what happens when anything could. This is what's possible. Fresno Pacific University.
I'm able to see firsthand the experiences of a day-to-day basis of what the job consists of. Learning about what hard work looks like.
Job shadowing is very important, and I would encourage everybody to do it if they have the opportunity to.
I think it's super cool.
Hello? My name is Mandy Wilson, and I am proudly representing the Bakersfield Frontier chapter. I'm going to be playing you a piano cover of the song Clocks by the band Coldplay.
for your 7-minute warning.
Bro.
Hi, I'm Catherine Kukolka, proudly representing Lyndhurst Chapter FFA. I'll be singing that. They say you can't go home again. I just had to come back one last time. Ma'am, I know you don't know me from Adam, but these handprints on the front steps are mine. And up those stairs in that little back bedroom, where I did my homework and I learned to play guitar. And I bet you didn't know that under that live oak, my favorite dog is buried in the yard. I thought if I could touch this place or feel it, this brokenness inside me might start healing. Out here is like I'm someone else. I thought that maybe I could find myself. If I could just come in, I swear I'll leave. Won't take nothing but a memory from the house that's built me. Mama cut out pictures of houses for years, from Better Homes and Garden magazine. Plans were drawn and concrete poured, and nail by nail and board by board, Daddy gave life to Mama's dream. I thought if I could touch this place or feel it, this brokenness inside me might start healing. Out here is like I'm someone else. I thought that maybe I could find myself. If I could just come in, I swear I'll leave. Won't take nothing but a memory from the house that's built me. Or feel it, this brokenness inside me might start healing. Out here is like I'm someone else. Thought that maybe I could find myself. If I could walk around, I swear I'll leave. Won't take nothing but a memory from the house that's built me. Thank you.
barriers prevent us from reaching success.
No boundaries far greater than you imagine.
No limits reveal, even if you examine.
No restraints, just endless possibility. Go beyond human ingenuity.
You are the future. Change will progress.
But FFA, together, we are limitless.
FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success. We are driven to lead, succeed, and overachieve as we launch into opportunities beyond expectation.
I believe that American agriculture can and will hold true to the best traditions of our national life. Former FFA members have navigated the past to initiate our future, and we believe in our abilities to defy the impossible.
Learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, living to serve. As FFA members, we rise to serve our local communities.
The FFA organization was founded on hard work and hands-on learning. Supervised agricultural experiences boost our ties to the industry that our organization was founded on, agriculture.
Students receive rigorous hands-on instruction that is relevant to the agriculture industry. Each and every day, students are soaring to new heights with advancements in agricultural sciences and technology.
When we zip up this blue jacket, we become a part of a family. The relationships, connections, and memories we create tie all of us together. There are no limits to where FFA can take you. We are California FFA, and together we are limitless.
Always overshadow someone else. Blue and gold will run throughout our veins, and everyone will know the FFA. We are like shooting stars that light the path for us to grasp success. We're living life. California FFA, keep on reaching even if they say it'll never happen. They just wait. We are like shooting stars that light the path for us to grasp success. We're living life. hands. Our agriculture education helps us create all the master plans to make tomorrow beautiful again. I might be anyone, a lone fool out in the sun. Your heartbeat of solid gold. I love you, you'll never know. When the daylight comes, you feel so cold. You know, I'm too afraid of my heart to let you go. Waiting for the fires you light, feeling like we could do right. Be the one that makes tonight. 'Cause freedom is a lonely road. We're under control. I might be anyone, a lone fool out in the sun. Your heartbeat of solid gold. I love you, you'll never know. When the daylight comes, you feel so cold. You know, I'm too afraid of my heart to let you go. Waiting for the fires you light, feeling like we could do right. Be the one that makes tonight. 'Cause freedom is a lonely road. We're under control. For the fires you light, feeling like we could do right. Be the one that makes tonight. 'Cause freedom is a lonely road. We're under control. Under control. Here we go, here we go. It's about time that we set it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, get on your
The convention hall will come to order. We're now holding the third general session of the 89th Annual State FFA Leadership Conference. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Mr. President. The Sentinel.
Station by the door.
Your duties there.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the states of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there.
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is the symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is the token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Mr. President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
The Central Region.
The Central Region is proud to announce that there is 136 delegates present.
The North Coast Region.
The North Coast region has 64 delegates ready to make their mark.
The San Joaquin region.
The San Joaquin region is proud to announce that we have 131 delegates representing 65 chapters.
The South Coast region.
The South Coast region is proudly represented by 70 ready-to-vote delegates.
The Southern region.
The Southern region is proudly represented by 92 delegates and 46 chapters.
The Superior region.
The Superior region is happy to announce that we have 101 rockin' delegates ready to boost up the boost in this third session.
Mr. President, I am pleased to announce that at this, the third general session of the 89th Annual State FFA Leadership Conference, there are 597 delegates and 7,033 members and guests present, Mr. President!
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, may we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this, the third general session of the 89th Annual State FFA Leadership Conference, duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. Now, our session chairs are three very special people in my life. One of them always cooks me awesome gluten-free food. One of them reminds me to stay in shape and eat less food. And one of them laughs at me when I gain all the weight. Now, I'll let you decide who is who, but please welcome some members of my family, your state sentinel, Mr. Jason Neugebauer, your state treasurer, Mr. Samuel Looper, and your state secretary, Miss Amanda Skidmore.
Hey, that kind of reminds me like that one time when you climbed that tree and hit every ugly branch on the way down. Ah! Man, Jace, that's a fail!
Oh yeah? Well, Jace, it's like that time you tried to ask a girl out on a date for the second time and she denied you to go to the school play. Fail!
You know what? I think it might be like the time when Sam was in the second grade for the third time and still didn't pass. I think that was definitely a fail.
Well, we might have had some fails along our way, but there's some individuals that definitely do not fail us in this organization.
In this session, we will honor those individuals who make sure California FFA doesn't fail. We are excited to be announcing those individuals who will be receiving their Distinguished Service Citation, as well as our state honorary degree recipients.
We will then be introduced to those individuals that are boosting us to new heights. As we recognize our star finalists as star counselors, star advisors, star support staff, and star administrator.
We will take a walk down memory lane as we meet our past state officers and hear from your 2016-2017 State FFA reporter, Mr. Connor Vernon, with his retiring address entitled Future Farmers of America. In this session, we will boost.
1, 2, 3, 4. You might win it. It's like 25 the lives that you bust out of prison. Something's in the air, something's in the air. It's like that feeling when you're just about to kill it. Take your last shot, you know you're gonna hit it. Something's in the air, something's in the air. Whoa. Something big, I feel it happening out of my control. Pushing, pulling, and it's grabbing me. Feel it in my bones like, oh, whoa. Ground will shake. If we clap our hands, the walls will break. Yo, so loud, won't forget our names. Cause something big is happening. Take this spark and start a fire. Raise this up, we're feeling high. They can't tell us anything. Something big is happening. Think I feel it happening out of my control. Pushing, pulling, and it's grabbing me. Feel it in my bones like, oh, whoa.
Oftentimes, when we hear about the FFA, it is through the stories of members taking servant leadership to a new level through service to others. And this year, my teammates and I have been thankful to see it firsthand. It's not often that we get the chance to see those individuals that are serving this organization behind the scenes. The Distinguished Service Citation gives us the opportunity to recognize those individuals who have shown us immense encouragement, support, and generosity. Let's show our appreciation for the candidates eligible for this award. Please help me in welcoming back to the podium your state president, Mr. Andrew Skidmore, to conduct the Distinguished Service Citation ceremony.
It is always a pleasure to recognize individuals and organizations who have rendered outstanding service to the future farmers of America. Madam Secretary, please read the exact wording of the Distinguished Service Award certificates.
This citation is presented as a token of appreciation for encouragement, cooperation, and assistance given to the future farmers of America and helping them to accomplish outstanding achievements in farming, leadership, citizenship, and community welfare.
Madam Secretary, will you please introduce those who are to receive this honor?
Mr. President, members, and guests, I am pleased to read the following name: the Farm Credit Alliance. The Farm Credit Alliance is a network of customer-owned financial institutions that provides loans and related financial services to farmers, ranchers, farm-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers. Their mission is to help rural communities and agriculture grow and thrive by financing vital rural infrastructure and communication services and providing farmers and agribusinesses with the capital they need to be successful. Loans from Alliance members help agricultural producers feed the world, rural businesses grow, and the rural economy thrive. The Farm Credit Alliance has also played a significant role in helping the California FFA thrive. They are a constant at our county fairs, buying animals, and supporting our SAE projects. They support projects within our constant and chapters by providing funds to build a greenhouse, buy equipment, provide scholarship support, and even support to attend leadership development events. Farm Credit employees are former members who serve on booster clubs, judges for field days, and even board members. Farm Credit has also become a significant partner with the California FFA Foundation. Layli Ghazi, the chair of the Farm Credit Alliance, recently stated, "The vision of the FFA resonates with us. FFA students develop life skills and leadership skills that make them career and college ready, and the perfect pool of candidates for us to look at when we build talent within our organization." The California FFA Association would like to formally thank the Farm Credit Alliance, all of their affiliates for their service to agriculture education, and the FFA. Congratulations!
Will the officers take their places beside me?
I extend the hand of friendship to you and express my appreciation for your assistance in furthering our organization's cause.
And it's because of the assistance of people just like you that our organization has a positive image nationwide.
Your efforts to promote agriculture in our society serves as an example for our members to follow. May we continue to learn from your service.
In order to achieve success, we need assistance and advice from recognized leaders. As Secretary, it is my pleasure to add your names to our list of Distinguished Award recipients.
As Vice President, I would inform you that our members learn to realize the basis of agriculture is labor. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much.
On behalf of each and every member, we wish to thank you for your immense efforts for our organization. May we continue to work together to benefit agriculture. Thank you for the commitment to this organization, the future of agriculture, and your leading example of servant leadership. We would like to bestow upon you the Service Distinguished Citation Plaque. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause to the immense efforts of the Farm Credit Alliance.
We are fortunate that these people have dedicated their time, treasure, and talent to enhance the experience that the future of agriculture receives. The honorary state degree is the highest award presented to an individual by the California FFA Association. The purpose of the degree program is to recognize individuals who have rendered outstanding service to California agricultural education and the California FFA Association. These individuals embody the meaning of servant leadership and serve as role models to all. Join me in a warm welcome to the stage our honorary state degree recipients, and please welcome back to the podium your state president, Mr. Andrew Skidmore, to conduct the honorary state degree ceremony.
It is always an honor to receive honorary members into the FFA. The purpose of this ceremony is from time to time to recognize those efforts made on our behalf. Madam Secretary, will you please read the section of the National Constitution which provides for honorary membership?
Honorary membership, farmers, school superintendents, principals, members of boards of education, chapter advisors, teachers, staff members in agricultural education, business people, and others who are helping to advance agricultural education and the FFA, and who have rendered outstanding service, may be elected to honorary membership by a majority of members present at any regular meeting or convention.
Secretary, will you please introduce those who are to receive this honor?
Mr. President, members, and guests, I am pleased to read the following names. Dr. Joseph Castro, President, CSU Fresno. Sandra Dale, North Coast Ag Partners. Donetta Dunnigan, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Ken Hoypel, CSU Fresno. Lynn Martindale, UC Davis. Katie Otto, California FFA Foundation. Jill Sperling, California Department of Education. Bob Spiller, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Bill Stagg, National FFA Organization. Mark Zons, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Dr. Joseph Castro became the 8th president of CSU Fresno in 2013. A graduate of Hanford High School, Dr. Castro previously held faculty and/or administrative leadership positions at UC Berkeley, UC Davis, UC Merced, and UC Santa Barbara. While at Fresno State, Dr. Castro has hosted the President's Dinner attended by the current state officers, state officer candidates, nominating committee members, and state staff. It is not uncommon for Dr. Castro and his wife Mary to host the dinner at their own family residence. In addition to the dinner, Dr. Castro has also served as the speaker at the delegate luncheon and provided financial support for the convention. Dr. Castro was also extremely beneficial in the addition of a new agricultural leadership position at Fresno State, and he is recommending that the program hire a full-time instructor to continue providing hands-on experience for all teacher candidates in agricultural mechanics. Thank you and congratulations, Dr. Castro. Sandra Dale is the administrator of the North Coast Agriculture Partners Grant. The North Coast Agriculture Partners is a group of 16 high school agriculture programs working together to improve the agri-science pathway using career technical education funds awarded from the state of California. Ms. Dale collaborates with teachers in the program to provide resources, funding, and advice for program improvement. Mrs. Dale has assisted in writing career pathway grants, served as a CDE judge for speaking and parliamentary procedure contests, and has served on the California State FFA Adult Board of Directors. Mrs. Dale has allowed numerous agricultural programs and students to succeed through her administrative efforts. Thank you, Mrs. Dale. For the past 10 years, Mrs. Donetta Dunnigan has served as the Administrative Support Coordinator for the Agricultural Education and Communications Department at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Not only does she assist in the progress of teacher credential and master's degree candidates, but she goes above and beyond to coordinate numerous professional development events for agricultural educators across the state, including the CATA Summer Conference, New Professionals Conference, and the State FFA Judging Finals for nearly 2,500 FFA members. She is responsible for securing classrooms, printing registration material, ordering supplies, and handling funds for those events. She also volunteers her time working in the FFA store during the State FFA Conference and serving as a State Finals FFA scrapbook judge. With a continuous smile, her great efforts have enabled students to experience success in and out of the classroom. Thank you, Mrs. Dunnigan. Ken Hoypel taught 4 years at Manteca High School and 24 years at Merced College before arriving at Fresno State, where he has spent the past 21 years teaching mechanized agriculture courses. During his time at Fresno State, Mr. Heupel has helped prepare numerous young men and women for their careers as agriculture teachers. In addition to being a mentor for teacher candidates, Mr. Heupel has served as the faculty advisor for the agricultural mechanics, farm power and machinery, and small engines contests held as a part of the Fresno State Field Day and state finals. The 2007 Fresno State Field Day was dedicated to Mr. Heupel in recognition of his many contributions to this annual event. Mr. Heupel is retiring at the end of this academic year. Congratulations, Mr. Heupel. Dr. Lynn Martindale is a teacher educator at the University of California, Davis. In this role, Dr. Martindale has served as a mentor for many beginning agriculture instructors. Dr. Martindale has volunteered and served in a variety of capacities benefiting the California FFA Association. Her roles have included serving as a member of California State staff. She has served as a member of the Agriculture Advisory Board for Davis High School, Dixon High School, Esparto High School, Pleasant Grove High School, and Winters High School. Dr. Martindale has also volunteered in the past as a state parliamentary procedure CDE judge and a national FFA agriculture issues CDE judge. Dr. Martindale's efforts have directly impacted the success of countless FFA members in the California FFA Association. Thank you, Dr. Martindale. Katie Otto has spent over 10 years as the finance director for the California State FFA Association and most recently as the fund development director for the California FFA Foundation. Over those 10 years, Mrs. Otto has worked tirelessly to implement sound budget practices and manage the California Association annual budget. Recently, Mrs. Otto transitioned to the California FFA Foundation to serve as the fund development director. In this role, she has been charged with developing fundraising strategies and cultivating partnerships. Through her efforts, the California FFA Foundation is on track to set record numbers for support and fundraising this year. Thank you, Mrs. Otto, and congratulations. Jill Sperling served as the agriculture teacher and FFA advisor at Kingsburg High School in the Central Region. When a position opened 3 years ago to join state staff, Ms. Sperling felt called to provide leadership and service to agriculture education statewide. She now serves as the Central Region Supervisor and FFA Advisor. As a member of the state staff, Mrs. Sperling has worked to organize both the state impromptu contests and job interview contests. She provides oversight and guidance for the State Proficiency Award Program, and she supervises the Central Region Officer Team. Mrs. Sperling has implemented innovative ideas and have improved many programs in the Central Region and statewide. Mrs. Sperling, thank you and congratulations. A former professor in the Poultry and Animal Science departments at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, Dr. Robert Spiller has served as the State Finals Poultry Judging CDE Advisor for over 40 years. He played an integral role in the success of the development of new poultry unit facilities at Cal Poly. As a past California State FFA officer, he values the hands-on experiences that students gain through agricultural education and FFA. Dr. Spiller has demonstrated his support throughout the years by harvesting students' poultry SAE projects at the Cal Poly Poultry Unit, donating extra poultry equipment to agricultural programs in California, and assisted numerous students acquiring chicks to start their SAE. His dedication to the agriculture industry and commitment to students is admired by countless individuals. Congratulations, Dr. Spiller. Bill Stagg has been a member of the National FFA staff since 1978, when he first began working with the FFA magazine in Alexandria, Virginia, at the National FFA Center. For the past 12 years, Mr. Stagg has traveled to California each April to assist with the media room at the California State FFA Leadership Conference. Mr. Stagg has been actively involved in developing the media room, assisting the media room staff, training the members of the FFA Press Corps, writing and editing news releases, and assisting Dr. Vaughn, Dr. Roca, and Ms. Vaughn in conducting many other activities held during the convention. Most notably, Mr. Stagg has contributed greatly to the development of the Press Corps. This is a group of 8 to 10 FFA members who apply and are selected to serve as reporters, photographers, and videographers for the State FFA Leadership Conference. Congratulations, Mr. Stagg. Dr. Mark Zons has dedicated over 30 years of his time towards the success of the State Finals Agriculture Mechanics CDE. Each year, he organizes numerous faculty members and students to assist with the contest and is responsible for enhancing student experiences by obtaining equipment donations from companies. In addition, he is the individual who calculates all of the California FFA Field Day event results to determine the top 24 teams that will compete in the State Finals Agriculture Mechanics CDE. Dr. Zon's diligent work ethic has allowed countless FFA members to advance their skills in the area of agriculture mechanics. Congratulations, Dr. Zons.
Will the officers take their places beside me?
I welcome you as friends of the FFA. It is my privilege as Sentinel to extend to each of you the symbolic hand clasp of friendship and brotherhood.
As reporter, I'm pleased to inform you that the FFA is a national youth organization whose purpose is to develop agricultural leaders. Welcome to membership.
Your contribution as a useful citizen in our democracy serves as an example for our members to follow. As treasurer, I welcome you to this organization.
The FFA needs counsel and guidance from recognized leaders. It is my privilege to add your name to our roll of honorary members.
As Vice President, I welcome you to the FFA. I would inform you that our members learn to appreciate the dignity of labor. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much.
On behalf of each and every member, we want to say that we are proud to add you to our list of honorary members. May this affiliation prove valuable to all. I impress upon you that we look to you for counsel and guidance. It is because of the great respect that we have for you to which you are elected honorary membership. May we continue to work to benefit all. I now confer upon you honorary membership in the California FFA Association and present to you this token of membership. Congratulations. Honorary degree recipients.
From a small gathering of students at Cal Poly to our current home in Fresno, the California State FFA Convention has continued to expand. Fresno State's commitment to excellence and dedication has played a vital role in the growth of the convention from 1,500 to over 7,000 students and guests in the past 24 years. As it comes to time to transition, we thank Fresno for their hard work in creating the best possible experience for students. They have demonstrated that the potential of the California State FFA Convention is limitless. Let's take a moment to remember the incredible years and memories here in Fresno.
The conference hall will come to order. We are now holding the opening session of the 69th Annual California State FFA Leadership Conference.
Welcome to Fresno, California. I'm excited to be here and to welcome you as well. You are in a city that agriculture has built. You are in a city that reveres agriculture and what it has done for Central California and for the world.
Explosions like a heartbeat. Yeah, my mind's keen. Rushes of emotion. Now let's do it again. There's sweetness and adventure. Without a venture, TV's got your mind.
I would also like, as a certified old person, to commend you for what you are about in FFA. This leadership conference is an opportunity for all of you to learn the lessons of life, not just how to make a living, but how to create a life. And you will be amongst peers, and you will be helped to discover the lessons of leadership and to put them into practice. And we are proud of you. We look to you for the kinds of values and virtues and leadership that will lead this nation successfully forward into the 21st century.
Some say I'm living in the moment. I say motion, I ain't got no potion, but we can touch the sky.
It's only natural for us to be able to say, boy, if I could do it all over again. But it's at this time you decide, who are you? What do you stand for? What music do you like? What movies do you like? Who do you admire? Do you respect people who are different from you? Or only those people who look and think just like you? Do you give or just take? Do you leave the campsite better than how you found it? Or trash people and things along the way? What makes this time in your life significant is for the very first time you begin to define who you are. And I can't think of a better organization in the world than FFA to help you understand and define who you are in this world. Officers of California FFA, you heard me speak in Indianapolis a year or two ago at the National, and you said, let's bring this clown out to California. Thank you so much for one of the greatest honors I've had, and that's to speak to our 4,000, the largest membership chapter state in the nation.
Just how electric you are and what that means, because your presence in a room makes it brighter. Not just what you do, not just the things you make happen, because you make amazing things happen. I'm saying just your presence in a room makes it brighter. You have vision, you have hope, you provide hope to the world. And I wanted to come here tonight because I wanted to be in a room like this.
Please welcome to the stage President of CSU Fresno, Dr. Joseph Castro, Dr. Sandra J. Whitty, Dean of the Jordan College of Agricultural Sciences and Technology, as well as Fresno State staff, faculty, and guests as we recognize their service. To put into words the blood, sweat, and tears you have poured into this conference is unimaginable. We are so proud and truly lucky to have been able to be by a community of a university that values agriculture, staff that believe in making a difference, and students who aspire to give back. You have made this more than just a leadership conference, but a life-changing experience for FFA members to feel welcome into the Bulldog family. Our gratitude is endless, and we thank you for your 24 years of service. To commemorate your hard work, we would like to present you with this shadow box of a California FFA Association jacket surrounded by each of the themes for the conferences that you have hosted. As the California FFA Convention moves to Anaheim in 2018, we want to thank all of the selfless individuals that have given of themselves to serve our students each and every year. FFA members and guests, rise and join me in applauding Fresno State for all of their service. You will be dearly missed, and we thank you for all of the service that you have given.
Hey, Amanda. When they said gaining the state officer 15, that didn't mean gain 50 pounds.
Yeah, and actually, Amanda, you know that the point of giving you a chair is for it to stay on the ground, right?
Whoa, guys, that's totally not what happened. I saw some grass over there in the bush, and as I'm trying to study for agronomy judging, I went over to reach and get it, and just accidentally reached out too far, and I fell.
Oh yeah, hey Jace, you know what they say, what goes up must come down.
And Amanda has a really hard time coming back up. I think that's a fail.
Well, I might be falling out of chairs, but you'll fall in love with this next group. Give it up for your state FFA band. beautiful music that is. Please join me in thanking your state FFA band under the direction of Mr. George Smith once more. They rarely see their family, wake up, and go to sleep in the dark wee hours. Their driving skills might be questionable. They have an order prepared for every single fast food chain and don't even comprehend the words, "I can't." Yes, you guessed it. These are our FFA advisors. These individuals have dedicated their lives to building up the confidence of young high school individuals, providing skills to be used beyond the classroom, and immersing students into the agriculture industry. We are beyond thankful for all that they do. Will all the FFA advisors in the room stand to be recognized? Let's show them our appreciation. And now for some advisors that stand out because of their talents and dedication, our Star Advisor finalists.
The 2017 Outstanding Advisor finalists are, from the Central Region, Mr. Dane White. From the North Coast region, Mrs. Megan Tunzi. From the San Joaquin region, Mr. Gene Lieb. From the South Coast region, Mrs. Rosemary Cummings. From the Southern region, Miss Maggie Marisatos. And from the Superior region, Mr. Barrett Hess. And the State Star Advisor is Mr. Gene Lieb. Our State Star Advisor is Mr. Gene Lieb of Fireball FFA. Right from the get-go, Mr. Lieb has been tirelessly constructing a firm foundation for student success. From successful night and Vegas fundraisers to CDE teams or national convention trips, Mr. Lieb's passion is in transforming student lives. You can always see his happy or smiling face positively influence students and fellow staff. Mr. Lieb doesn't just teach, but sees the full potential in every student and puts in 110%. He brings a creative and fresh approach and is always thinking of new ideas so that everyone feels welcome and excited at school. Congratulations!
Congratulating our Star Advisors once more.
The success of our chapters in our schools would not be possible without the hard work and support of our administrators. These individuals go above and beyond to ensure the success of agricultural education and the FFA. Without the support of our administrators, the growth of our organization would be minimal, as they constantly advocate for our program. They see how each student is able to develop premier leadership, personal growth, and career success. Please help me in welcoming our State Star Administrators to the stage.
The 2017 Star Administrator finalists are, from the Central Region, Mr. Justin Pruitt. From the North Coast Region, Dr. Fred Van Vleck. From the San Joaquin region, Mr. Gavin Bell. From the South Coast region, Miss Elaine Legaretta. From the Southern region, Miss Candace Rains. From the Superior region, Mr. Dan Frisella. The State Star Administrator for 2017 is Fred Van Vleck. Dr. Fred Van Vleck is the Star Administrator of the Eureka FFA chapter in the North Coast region. Dr. Van Vleck serves as the superintendent for all Eureka City schools and is a past agricultural educator who understands the true value of career and technical education. He is a firm believer in the advancement of agricultural education, which has driven him to add a teaching position at Eureka High School, as well as install an agricultural teacher at the junior high. Dr. Van Vleck is consistently supporting the program, whether it's helping classes receive dual enrollment with College of the Redwoods, help raise funds to have an agricultural complex built, or assist in the coaching of the agricultural mechanics team. He currently serves on the Eureka FFA Ag Boosters and has planned as well as emceed the program's dinner auction to help in fundraising efforts. Dr. Van Vleck has gone above and beyond to provide students with quality instruction as well as sufficient funding for all opportunities. Thank you for your dedication and hard work to help the FFA program advance in a positive direction. Congratulations, Dr. Van Vleck.
Let's congratulate our Star Administrators one last time as they exit the stage.
The success of many programs rely on hardworking individuals outside of the classroom, and counselors are just that. They continue to advocate for agricultural education and the many benefits that it offers, so that their students receive the necessary hands-on education. These counselors have boosted their programs by providing students with a positive outlook on agricultural education. They are the reason our classroom instruction continues to thrive amongst other CTE programs. Help me in welcoming our State Star Counselor finalists.
The 2017 Star Counselor finalists are from the Central Region, Brianna Fulkerson, Merced Golden Valley. From the North Coast region, Ever Flores Reyes, Healdsburg. From the San Joaquin region, Carmita Pena, Woodlake. From the South Coast region, Edward Thomas, Morgan Hill, Sobrado. From the Southern region, Elaine Okeda, Holtville. From the Superior region, Tracy Mary Lou Brigham, Nevada Union. And the counselor who will be receiving the expense-paid trip to National FFA Convention and the post-convention trip to Washington, D.C. is Ever Flores Reyes. Mr. Ever Flores is the State Star Counselor from the North Coast region. Mr. Flores is a counselor at Healdsburg High School and is a constant support of the Healdsburg FFA chapter. Mr. Flores sees the benefits behind agricultural education as he constantly thinks of new ways to help promote the program, as well as contributes to the growth of the program. You could commonly find him at FFA meetings, events, or advocating for the classes to the school and school district. Mr. Flores helps connect students to internship opportunities in the area, as well as creating relationships throughout the community for the agriculture department. Congratulations, Mr. Flores. Keep up the good work.
Let's congratulate our Star Counselor finalists and winner once more.
Each and every FFA program would not be able to run without countless individuals who serve humbly from behind the scenes. Ranging from educators in other subjects to farmhands at the school farm and even community members and administration assistants, these people have gone above and beyond. Please help me in welcoming your star supporting staff to the stage.
The 2017 Star Supporting Staff members are, from the Central Region, Miss Carol Serpa. From the North Coast Region, Miss Adieta Jacobson. From the San Joaquin Region, Miss Cheyenne Quilter. From the South Coast Region, Miss Debbie Carter. From the Southern Region, Mr. Randy Mycroft. And from the Superior Region, Miss Shauna Kane. And the 2017 Star Supporting Staff member is Adieta Jacobson. Ms. Jacobson is the Star Supporting Staff member of the Sonoma Valley FFA chapter in the North Coast region. Ms. Jacobson serves as the Sonoma Valley High School Administrative Secretary and manages grant funding as well as student activities. Being an FFA member herself and even competing on the winning 1994 National Floricultural CDE team, she understands the commitment and dedication students have put into the FFA. Ms. Jacobson has assisted in recruiting students, working with administrators, and creating budgets. She constantly puts her time and energy into helping the next generation of FFA leaders to succeed and firsthand understands the vital importance of career technical education. Ms. Jacobson has gone above and beyond. Thank you for your commitment and sacrifices to helping the FFA program grow. Congratulations, Ms. Jacobson.
In thanking all staff that work behind the scenes for FFA and our Star Supporting Staff.
The FFA mission statement states, FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. The mission would not be possible for California FFA without the support and guidance from the California FFA Foundation. The California FFA Foundation aids, assists financially the California FFA to ensure the success of agricultural education. Please help me in welcoming to the podium our California Foundation Chairman, Mr. Demis Albiani, and our Foundation Fund Development Coordinator, Ms. Katie Otto, to the podium.
Like yeah, fall out 'cause that's the business. All out is so ridiculous. Zone out, so much attention. Scream out, I'm in the building. They're watching, I know this. I'm rocking, I'm rolling, I'm holding. I know it, you know it. You know I know how to make them stop and stare as I zone out. The club can't even handle me right now. Watching you, watching me, I go all out. The club can't even handle me right now. The club can't even handle me right now.
Hey, still feeling myself, I'm like out of control. Clap around, she tryna make me pull. Came to party till I can't no more. Celebrate, cause that's all I know. Grand finale like Super Bowl. Go hard, I run the show. That's right, while I've got money to blow. More lights, more ice when I walk in the door. No hype, do it big all over the globe. Yeah, I said it, don't tell it. Confetti, who ready? I'm ready, you ready? Let's get it.
You know I know how to make them stop and stare as I zone out. The club can't even handle me right now. Watching you, watching me, I go all out. The club can't even handle me right now.
Put your hands up, put your hands up.
The club can't even handle me right now.
Put your hands up. Are you ready to go now?
You know I know how to make them stop and stare as I zone out. The club can't even handle me right now. Watching you, watching me, I go all out. The club can't even.
Thank you for the warm welcome. It's a pleasure to be here today. As Sam stated, the California FFA Foundation exists to truly aid, serve, and support you, the members of the California FFA. Today, we want to take a moment to share with you some of our achievements over the past year and also acknowledge the sponsors who help make all of this possible. The heart of the foundation is truly the board of directors that you were just introduced to. They work tirelessly on your behalf, advocating, donating money, and giving of their time, all in support of agriculture education. They are industry leaders, teachers, past state officers, and alumni who may have sat in the very seat that you're sitting in today. One of the major focuses for the foundation over the past year has been celebrating the growth and achievements of the California FFA. We are 86,000 members strong. With that rapid growth, the foundation has challenged itself to make sure that the support that we're providing keeps pace with that growth and that we are able to continue to better serve the diverse needs of the California FFA in agriculture education. As a result, we've forged partnerships with alumni, worked with leading agricultural organizations, and supported our corporate donors as they strive to support the next generation of agricultural leaders. It's been a great year for the California FFA Foundation. Please take a moment to reflect with me on our achievements from the past year, and as well as acknowledging some of our sponsors.
We stand together and we stand strong. Unshakable spirit in our song. Desire for greatness moves us on. We're a beacon of light in the world today. Our courage and knowledge guides the way. We're facing the future and seizing today. We believe we'll succeed, achieve. We can do anything. Stands in our way. We're not afraid to seize the day. I believe, we are FFA. The power of knowledge in our hands. We are the future of this great land. Working together with our fellow man. Inch by inch, conquer a mile. Row by row and seas. We're cultivating
Well, we weren't able to give you a full glimpse of all of the things that we've done over the past year, but hopefully you can tell the foundation has been working very hard on your behalf. To elaborate and share a little bit more about this, I'd like to introduce you to somebody who's certainly no stranger to the stage. He's a former Elk Grove FFA member, former past state officer, and now works tirelessly as the chairman of the California FFA Foundation, Mr. Dennis Albiani.
Thank you, Katie. As Katie mentioned, the FFA Foundation is aptly named. We're the financial foundation that provides opportunities to build a strong association and agricultural education program here in California. And as she mentioned, we have been very busy, so I'd like to take an opportunity to tell you about a few of some of the unique opportunities that we engaged in this year to help provide financial support for students in California. This was the first year we ever got involved in Giving Tuesday, which is the first Tuesday after Thanksgiving. And it gives an opportunity, we as a board sat around and said, what is the best way that we can help students across California and bring it into their chapter? We identified as Giving Tuesday as a goal to provide every single chapter in California an FFA jacket for one of their most worthy and needy members that deserves that honor. So we started out with a goal to get 328. And by the end of the generosity of all the folks on Giving Tuesday, we were able to get 376 jackets for students here in California. But what's also part of our not only financial side, we also engage in the advocacy and education opportunities to be able to link several FFA Association members with industry professionals. So we're able to work with entities like PG&E and the World Ag Expo to host a booth at the World Ag Expo and provide lunch and services at that event. We also worked with the Almond Leadership Group, and we're able to raise $24,000 for scholarships that will be given out later on this week from the Almond Leadership Organization. We also worked on an industry tour, bringing state officers and other students into partners such as Boswell, the Van Dyke Ranch, and Superior Farms. And lastly, again, we look forward to this year to be able to bring together industry partners, both financially as well as on the education side, and the FFA Association members as we provide limitless opportunities for you students here and for the members of the California FFA Association. So with that, we'd like to take the opportunity to recognize some of our general sponsors. And the general sponsors are really the financial backbone to our association. So they will be coming up as the groups come up today. We'll be identifying several of the different sponsors. So they will be read off by the folks as they come up.
California FFA, please join me in recognizing the following sponsors.
Okay.
Farm Credit Alliance. Bayer Crop Science. Wilbur Ellis. The Zenith, Ponderosa Telephone and Silkwood Family Foundation, our next group of sponsors is PG&E, the Almond Board of California and Almond Leadership Program, F&M Bank, and Rabobank. Please congratulate our final sponsors of the evening.
Now that's what industry does for you, but we also provide opportunities for everybody. As we said, they're limitless. Limitless opportunities for participation to help build a strong agricultural or education program and FFA association. So I'd like to hear, how many of you all have cell phones? Take them out. So we have an opportunity for you to take back to your chapters and help friends and family and maybe some of your business associates help build a stronger FFA foundation. On May 4th, you may have heard of something called the Big Day of Giving. Well, May 4th is an opportunity for everybody to participate through social media to be able to donate to the California FFA Foundation and the California FFA Association. So we go to bigdayofgiving.org, and you can sign up right now, you can pre-pledge, and you can send, but most importantly for you students, send it out to your friends, your family, your booster clubs, local businesses. Again, May 4th, Big Day of Giving. I know everybody here knows how to use your cell phone. So send that out to your friends, your family, and let's try to make this Big Day of Giving the most successful we've ever had. Last year we were able to donate and bring up $25,000. And our goal is to surpass this year, and we need all of your help. So thank you. May 4th, Big Day of Giving. I'd like to turn it back over. Go ahead.
California FFA, please rise and help me showing our appreciation for all that the California FFA Foundation does for us. Mr. Albiani and Miss Otto, thank you for all the hard work that you and the foundation do for us of the California FFA. It is because of the foundation that we were able to launch to new heights in our educational and leadership experience. Thank you for helping us grow the future leaders of tomorrow. California FFA, please help me one last time in thanking our California FFA Foundation.
I think when they said to explode your passion for the FFA, they didn't mean to take it literally.
Yeah, Sam, listen, I gotta know. How do you manage to not rip one, not two, no, how do you manage to rip 4 pairs of slacks in 1 year?
You see, man, I was just working on my, my bend and snap, and I just snapped it a little bit too hard.
Oh, so that's how it happened.
Sam, I think you're gonna have to accept the fact that you're getting a little older and things don't quite move like they used to. All right, pal?
Jace, I think we know what this is. Fail!
Well, our fails surely are getting old, but they are very real. But do you know what is not a fail? That's right, our past state officers. They have stood in our shoes and served 1 year of their life for the California FFA Association. Cast your eyes toward the screen as we take a walk down memory lane.
As soon as you are able, woman, I am willing to make the break that we
Oh yeah. Really a PSO, you know.
Join me in one last thank you to our past state officers for their dedication and service.
Good job. You went on stage. What did you do?
Hey, Jace, aren't you supposed to be some like big football star or something, and you couldn't even manage to do a little backflip?
And Jace, I think the point of actually doing a flip is to complete it, not whip out halfway through.
Right. Well, first of all, I'd like to see either of you attempt a backflip. And second of all right, so as I was going up for this backflip, okay, as any good citizen would do, I was in the middle of this backflip, and I saw a mosquito out of the corner of my eye. Any good citizen of America would go for the mosquito, right? So I went, and I killed that mosquito to stop all possibility of West Nile.
I mean, Jace, I don't usually flip, I usually roll, man, but I still gotta call that one a fail!
Thankfully, these next individuals have much more practice and perfection than Jace. Please help me in welcoming your state FFA talent.
From Madera Liberty, representing the San Joaquin region. Now, for all you Grease lovers, I will be singing a song. Thank you. There are worse things I could do than go out with a boy or two. Even though the neighborhood thinks I'm trashy and no good, I suppose they could be true. But there are worse things I could do. I could flirt with all the guys, smile at them and bat my against them when we dance, make them think they stand a chance, then refuse to see it through. That's a thing I'd never do. I could stay out every night, went around for Mr. Right, take cold showers every day.
I'm Sam Farrow, Connor's favorite cousin.
Hi, I'm Kyler Vernon. I'm the better looking brother.
Okay, go Carly Rose.
And this is Carly Rose, our little sister.
California FFA, we thank you for opening your homes to Connor this year.
No, honestly, thank you for taking him out of our household for 1 full year. Who can I make this check out to?
We hope you enjoyed his quirky, upbeat, and positive personality. Connor, we wouldn't want to make this about us.
I honestly enjoyed every childhood moment with my brother. Whether it be in the barn or playing basketball in our backyard, my brother always reminded me that he was a much superior basketball player than I was, and I'll never match his elite ability. I just want to say thank you, Connor, for always building my confidence.
With us only being 6 months apart, we did everything together. Bath time, sheep jammies, and tormenting Kyler. I'll honestly admit Kyler got the short end of the stick most of the time. Like that one time when Avo thought his chickens weren't laying eggs, but they were actually going somewhere else. Connor and I snuck up on the top of the shed and stalked Kyler like prey and pegged him with all the eggs. I miss those good times.
Or when he would electrocute me with a cattle prod for his own personal entertainment. For all those days in the barn that we had nothing better to do. All joking aside, Connor has an electrifying personality and never allows for a dull moment. My brother exemplifies what it means to be a homegrown farm kid that has the ability to change lives wherever he goes. He's a true champion of life's challenges.
Not only did Connor and I share our childhood, we love and fight like all good Portuguese siblings do. However, I wouldn't have it any other way. Connor has the ability to bring light to any room. Whether it's crazy dancing in the car, some swing dancing lessons, some of the best hugs, or some very interesting anti-jokes, Connor is truly genuine and has the heart for service.
In August, Connor will be moving out again and start his dream of being a collegiate livestock judge. He'll be attending Butler Junior College in El Dorado, Kansas. Our family will miss you, Connor, but we know you'll love the heartland of America and the heartland of agriculture.
It is our honor to introduce my cousin
and my brother
and your state reporter, Connor Vernon, with his retiring address entitled Future Farmers of America.
Talladega, boys raised the whiskey in gold glass. Now here's to turning up, or slowing down, in cars that go real fast. We were laughing and living, drinking and wishing, and thinking as that checkered flag was waving. Sure would like to stay in Talladega.
And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, milk cows, work all day in the fields, milk cows again, eat supper, then go to town and stay past midnight at a meeting of the school board. So God made a farmer. I need somebody with arms strong enough to wrestle a calf and yet gentle enough to deliver his own grandchild. Somebody to call hogs, tame cantankerous machinery, come home hungry, have to wait lunch until his wife's done feeding visiting ladies, then tell the ladies to be sure and come back real soon and mean it. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to sit up all night with a newborn colt and watch it die, then dry his eyes and say, maybe next year. I need somebody who can shape an axe handle from a persimmon sprout, shoe a horse with a hunk of car tire, who can make harness out of hay, wire, feed sacks, and shoe scraps, who planting time and harvest season will finish his 40-hour week by Tuesday noon, and then painin' from tractor back put in another 72 hours. So God made a farmer.
A few years back, a famous commercial made its debut. God made a farmer. Paul Harvey delivered a vivid description about farming. And I don't know about you, but once I heard those words on that commercial, my heart immediately filled with pride for our industry, agriculture. Now, watching that video, I realized that our country's history is intertwined with agriculture. Whether it be our family values, our work ethics, or our traditions, they're all connected to past generations of agriculturalists who have made the industry to what it is today from the ground up. I challenge each of us to reconnect to those past generations of agriculturalists and find that pride for farming. And once we find that pride for farming, our generation could offer new ways to engage with agriculture. However, my pride for farming did not start back with this commercial. It started back in the 1960s with my grandfather. My grandfather's story takes place in Portugal during the 1960s, but more specifically, a small group of islands off the coast called the Azores. This is where the story of my grandfather truly begins. As a father of four living in one of the hardest depressions that their country has ever seen, living on a small family farm with his elderly mother, he was challenged with finding a better life for his family. My grandfather decided to take a leap of faith to pursue a better life for his children. My grandfather and grandmother packed up my uncles and searched for their dream to America. My grandfather boarded the plane with only $40 in his pocket, and he hugged his mother for the last time, knowing that he'll never get to see her again alive. That entire plane flight, my grandfather questioned whether or not he had made the right decision to pursue the American dream. Now, upon immigrating to the United States, my grandfather did not know how to read or write in English, let alone his own native language. But shortly after, he acquired a job in our local town of Arroyo Grande as a farm laborer at a chicken ranch called Rosemary Farms. This job was far from easy. For him to pursue his American dream, he had to do backbreaking, gruesome work that no one else would dare to do. He labored tirelessly to provide for his family and secure the well-being and prosperity of each of them. There was some nights that my grandfather went hungry just so that his children could eat. Now, as time passed, his children grew older. My mom decided to get married, settle down, and have 2 kids. Now, that's where I come in. One of my fondest memories of my grandfather was when I was 7 years old, excited for what the day had to hold. I immediately jumped out of bed, threw on my rubber boots, and ran up to the barn as fast as I possibly could. Upon arriving, waiting for me was my grandfather. Although my day had just begun, his started hours before, working around the property as he taught me the values of agriculture. I would spend hours up in the barn with my grandfather, and it's because of those experiences that he faced that he taught me that I need to work hard for what I believe in, to think about others before myself, and especially to have pride for agriculture. My grandfather, going throughout life, always taught me that there are 3 things that I need to focus on, and that is family, faith, and farming. I challenge each and every one of us here today to do a little bit of research. Go home and talk to your parents, talk to your family members, and find that connection to agriculture within your family lines. Because American life back then was so much different. Everyone was connected to agriculture. Whether they had a small garden or a few head of livestock, everyone had their piece of farming. Now, if the majority of us do that research, we'd find that all of our histories come back to agriculture. Now, there was a young man I met this year whose family decided to stray away from farming, but he believed in the future of agriculture and wanted to continue it on for generations to come. This year, I met a young man named Willis Wolf on the Merced El Capitan FFA chapter. Willis runs and operates his very own commercial boar goat operation of over 500 does and 750 kids. Willis's project started back in the 6th grade with only 25 goats and has grown immensely. I was fortunate enough to visit his operation hands-on and proceeded to ask him how did he get involved with production agriculture. He proceeded to tell me that his family was heavily involved within agriculture and that his father raised cattle for the majority of his life. But unfortunately, when he was around 4 years old, his father sold off all the cattle to go into a trucking company for an agricultural business. His father then would proceed to tell him all these stories about how fun it was raising cattle, being in livestock, and how fun it was to be a farmer. As time passed, Willis began to grow a passion for livestock. And he now has his very own operation where he is living the American dream by producing and marketing his own livestock. His family wanted to stray away from farming for a few years, but he saw the pride in agriculture and wanted to continue it on for traditions to come. After talking to Willis, he told me after college he would immediately like to go back and be a commercial goat farmer. After spending some more time at his property, I could see in his eyes his passion and pride for agriculture. Willis truly made my heart swell up with pride, as he's the definition of a farmer. Willis's days start way before the sun is up and do not end until it's pitch black and everyone else is asleep. Willis is a true American farmer. Now, Willis's goat operation ties in perfectly to the SAE component of the three-circle model. Now, for Willis and I, our SAEs weren't just another class assignment we had to do, they were our lifestyles. Now, I know for some of us in this room, we think that SAEs are something that we just have to do to pass our classes, but they are so much more than that. I know firsthand the benefits that SAEs have, whether it be teaching you responsibility, hard work, or pride for agriculture. I challenge each and every one of you to find your ties within farming. Take advantage of the opportunities you have now within the FFA and find that SAE that you are truly interested in. Don't let it just be another chapter in your life. Make it a part of it. It doesn't have to be a large-scale operation like Willis's. It could be something small. By having a few head of livestock that you raise and sell, or having a small garden in your backyard. I challenge you to reconnect, re-engage with farming. Now, if you don't come from any agricultural ties, do not make that an excuse not to be a part of it. And if your family is tied to agriculture, take pride in what you do every single day. As I look up to each and every one of you, as you are part of one of the greatest occupations that our world has to offer, which is agriculture. And reflecting back on what the FFA truly stands for, FFA means Future Farmers of America. And that's what we need to be focusing on by being the next generation of future farmers of America. We need to reconnect to the roots of our organization of farming and hands-on experiences with agriculture. Now, something that I find truly interesting is that a few years back, National FFA decided to change its title from Future Farmers of America to FFA. But here in California, we said no. We wanted to be called the Future Farmers of America because we believe in the future of agriculture. We have pride and we support our farmers here today in America. Now, spending a lot of time in the agricultural industry, there's been a lot of facts thrown around that the average age of a farmer is 58, or by 2050, there will be about 9 billion people on this earth, and who's going to feed them? They then would proceed to tell you why on how they should fix this by saying we need more veterinarians, we need more politicians, or we need more ag teachers, thinking that this would solve the solution. But not once in my life did anyone ever tell me, you should be a farmer. Now, why is that? Why are we solely focused on other agricultural pursuits and not recommending farming as a career pathway? Why are we so heavily focused on jobs indirectly involved within agriculture and not the ones directly involved with farming? I truly do appreciate those individuals who are indirectly involved within agriculture, as if it wasn't for them, who would help support our farmers? But how can they truly help if there is not enough farmers to support? We need to be the change we want to see. We need to step up and fill those shoes of those retiring farmers, take over their operations, or even better, start our very own farms for our family to start the tradition of agriculture. I challenge each of you to find your pride for farming just like I did. But however, I would not be here today if it wasn't for some certain individuals who have distilled in me my passion and pride for agriculture. To my teachers, I'm so proud to call each and every one of you my teachers, but it is a true honor to call each of you a part of my family. I love each and every one of you. To the members of Napomo High School, thank you. Thank you for accepting me for who I am and making some crazy memories over these years. I am so proud to call myself a Titan. To my family and friends, thank you for supporting me in every single thing that I do. Each and every one of you have played a significant role in my life and shaping me into the man I am today. I am so thankful for each and every one of you. I can't show you enough of my unconditional love for everything you've done for me. I love you all. To the Mayfield family, thank you for all the laughs, memories, and moments we shared over this year. You guys do not get enough credit for what you do behind the scenes. If it wasn't for your family, I don't think I could be standing here today if it wasn't for each and every one of you. Mrs. and Mr. Mayfield, Reagan, brother, and Isaiah,
I love each and every one of you and can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me. To my team, I'm gonna be honest, going into this year, I was a little scared. As you were 5 of the most talented individuals that I have ever met, and every day in my FFA career, I looked up to each and every one of you. I'm so proud to call each of you my best friends, but it's a true honor that you are a part of my family. I'm gonna miss you all next year so much. I love every single one of you. To the California FFA, thank you so much for opening up your hearts, homes, and chapters to us this year. I will never forget those memories, moments we have shared together, as I will not forget that as long as I live. But always know that this organization isn't what it is today if it wasn't for each and every one of you in this arena. Thank you for this year's service, and thank you for what you do for our organization. God made a farmer. Such a simple line that has so much meaning. Paul Harvey said it best, but we need to make this statement true again. We need to find that pride for agriculture. We need to reconnect our generations to the agriculture and production of farming. We need to find that same pride as those members who decided to start our organization and decided to call it the Future Farmers of America.
To this day, when I hear that song, I see you standing there on that lawn. Discount shades, store-bought tan, flip-flops and cut-off jeans. Somewhere between that setting sun, I'm on fire, I'm born to run. You looked at me and I was done. Just getting started. I was singing to you, you were singing to me. I was so alive, never been more free. Fired up my daddy's lighter and we sang, oh, oh, oh. Stayed there till they forced us out and took the long way to your house. I can still hear the sound of you saying, don't go. When I think about you, I think about 17. I think about my OG. I think about the stars in the sky. Funny how a melody sounds like a memory, like a soundtrack to a July Saturday night. Springsteen. I bumped into you by happenstance. You probably wouldn't even know who I am, but if I whispered your name, I bet it'd still be a spark. From back when I was gasoline and this old tattoo had brand new ink, and we didn't care what your mom would think about your name on my arm. Baby, is it spring or is it summer? The guitar sound or the beat of that drummer you hear sometimes late at night on your radio. Even though you're a million miles away, when you hit on in a USA, you relive those glory days so long ago. When you think about me, do you think about 17? Do you think about my OG? Think about the stars in the sky. Funny how a melody sounds like a memory, like a soundtrack to a July Saturday night. used to love this view, sit here and drink a few. Main Street in the high school, lit up on Friday night. Down there it's another touchdown. Man, this year's team is stout. I can hear them going crazy, and up here so am I. Thinking about you sitting there saying, I hate this, I hate it. If you couldn't stand living here, why'd you take it, get me back? My hometown, 'cause this is my hometown. All the colors of my youth, the red, the green, the hope, the truth, are beating me black and blue, 'cause you're in every scene. My friends try to cheer me up, I get together at the Pizza Hut. I didn't have the heart to tell her that was our place. These sleepy street lights on every sidewalk, side street, they shed a light on everything that used to be. Give me back my hometown, 'cause this is my hometown. Hometown, 'cause this is my hometown.
Con man, CV, con, commander, livestock jock, Austin Connor Farrow, Bettencourt Vernon, Connor Vernon. It's not fair that you always seem to win the jackpot on scratchers and in the livestock ring. And we'd say that we won the jackpot with you. Thank you for being both indecisive and straightforward at the same time. You might be worse than the girls. Thank you for choosing to judge livestock and not all of us. Even though your obsession with lighting things on fire this year has scared us a bit, we love all your tricks and fireworks. From one carbonated beverage to the next, you sure made our year sparkle by protecting us from speeding tickets and catching us when we fall, or laughing at us, same thing. Even though you have yet to manage to walk out of a store without buying anything from your impulse buying on having fun has led us to so many adventures. Remember, you is kind, you is smart, you is important. You constantly spoil us and have made this truly a record year. From introducing us to questionable movies to wearing some of the most awful shoes, we must thank you for treating the FFA Center cat with love and care. The Voyagers will forever live out as valiant, and even though a few MFE books didn't survive because of you, he wouldn't have survived without your encouraging words, lighthearted fun, and rebellious pranks. Your love for the agriculture industry has inspired us to honor our roots. And we know that you have big things ahead of you, from livestock judging to living it up. Love always, Andrew, Lauren, Sam, Jace, and Amanda.
Final time, your 2016-2017 State FFA reporter, Mr. Connor Vernon!
Yes, just over when it's over. Can't it, baby, won't it? Rip you like a dagger. Can't it, baby, can't it? Wish we could do it over. Damn it, baby, damn it. We had it in the air and just couldn't.
In this session, we honor the boosting impact of our distinguished service and honorary members on our association.
Here, we got to recognize those individuals that are making our agricultural education experience the absolute best, as we awarded our Star Counselor, Star Administrator, Star Support Staff, and Star Advisors.
We took a blast from the past as we met our past state officers and heard the encouraging and inspiring remarks of your 2016-2017 State FFA reporter, Connor Vernon. In this session, we were able to boost.
Please help me in welcoming our state president, Mr. Andrew Skidmore, back to the podium for closing remarks.
Madam Secretary, do you have a record of business which should now be do you have any further business which should now be transacted?
I have none, Mr. President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished which would properly come before this meeting at this time? We are about to adjourn the third general session of the 89th Annual State FFA Leadership Conference. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in our labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, please join me in a salute to our flag. Ready? Salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now declare the session adjourned.
What can happen when your calling becomes your career? Just about anything. Because Fresno Pacific University is creating every possibility that God makes possible. The career you never dreamed you'd be capable of. The life you always imagined for yourself. The future you didn't expect might be yours. Learn your limits and discover that you have none. This is what's possible. Fresno Pacific University.